Hey everybody, thanks for checking out our work. This is going to be a video all about why I made the career switch into real estate and made my second major change in my work and business life in the last 5 years. Thanks for checking it out. Making a career change is always really scary. You don't know if it's the right thing. You don't know if it's going to be hard. Starting something from scratch is inherently difficult. I mean, even taking a new job opportunity, potentially moving, it's very, very scary. And it's something that I've now done twice in the last 5 years, and I wanted to share about that. I wanted to share my journey. My story is that I started in Massachusetts in college athletics. I was a college athlete playing basketball myself. A lot of my friends that might be checking this out know that. I played basketball at the Division III level, and I also was an athletic trainer at Endicott College, which is where I was at. And I did that for 4 years. So I was the athletic trainer as a student there as I was getting my degree and working in college athletics. And then I came down to the University of Virginia where I did my master's, and I had the amazing opportunity to work with the UVA wrestling team. And for this entire stretch of my life, I thought I was going to be working in education, in academics, or in athletics at a major university. My entire life up to this point, since high school, I thought I was going to be an athletic trainer at a college. And then I get to the University of Virginia and I'm working on my degree and I'm working with the wrestling team, and I start to realize that it might not be right for me. And this is one of the most important things to know when you're thinking about a career switch, thinking about, is this career right for me? Is this direction good for me? Am I happy? Is this a good fit? And those are very tough questions that I can't answer. You have to answer those for yourself. And that journey of self-discovery is really important. You need to know what God-given, in my opinion, skills, talents, and abilities do you have? What fuels you up versus what drains you? What things do you enjoy? What values do you have? What morals do you have? And then you need to filter those into what opportunity fits that. And I'm a very firm believer that there's no such thing as a good job. There's no such thing as a bad job. There's no such thing as a good business. There's no such thing as a bad business. As long as we're ruling out, like brush the illegal ones to the side, like those are bad, okay? The illegal ones are bad. But in my opinion, opportunities like that don't have the authority and the power to be good or bad. Good or bad is a moral thing. And an employer does not have that power. It's not that powerful. But 100% there are good and bad fits for you and me. And for me, some of my values I'd like to share. I'm very independent. I'm very creative. I'm very incentive driven. I'm very relational. I'm very extroverted. I don't do well under extreme structure, especially coming from other people. I do decently well at disciplining myself, but structure from other people is not my strongest suit. I like to have control, sometimes to a fault. I feel like I'm an athlete at heart, but submission to others is something that I work on actively. And ultimately, the commission, or the way that I like to earn my compensation, is that I'm very incentive driven. I'm a big words of affirmation person, so even if we're not talking about money, doing something and having someone say, like, Matt, good job, man, like you crushed that means the world to me. And so leaving the world of athletics, I did feel fulfilled and I did enjoy some of the work I was doing, but I felt like the incentive was missing. I felt like the structure might be a little bit too restricting for me. Moving into sales, working for a company, I worked for a company in Charlottesville. Now I work in physical therapy, and the nature of the money that I make, being salaried, doesn't quite fit my style as much, and even so much as the structure of not having full control of where I see the brand going, where I see the business going, and not being able to change that does drain me. It does drain me very much so. Working at a desk, knowing your personality, if you're the person that thrives off individual work, you like being alone, you enjoy that time, it might be a good fit to work at a desk and finish your work and just be able to zone out and do that. But if you enjoy being relational and working with other people, then maybe it might be right to do some sort of outreach, some sort of sales, some sort of marketing, etc. You've taken the time to establish what skills you have, what God-given abilities you have and your talents, and you found the things that fill you up. Because one of the things I've learned about the personalities, especially reading the books that I've read, Personality Plus is an amazing book. The Road Back to Yourself, or The Journey Back to Yourself, is an Enneagram journey, amazing books. Enneagram book is amazing, is that you can act outside of your personality. So if you have a super detailed personality, you can act more relaxed, or if you have a relaxed personality, you can act super detailed, but it does take energy, and that will drain you, and you will need to refresh. So you figured that stuff out, you're trying to see what's next. Why real estate? When is real estate a good fit? Or why was it good for me? I don't know if I can say why it'll be good for you, but why real estate was a good fit for me. These are the things I liked about it. You can be your own boss. Inherently, I like that control. I like that independence. I like having the say. I even like the responsibility. I think I even like the weight on my shoulders. I even like knowing this. I think this is as dramatic as it is. Being a business owner is an eat what you kill. It's you make it or you don't make it. But I actually really enjoy the fact that if you make it, you know you accomplished that. You know, and if you don't, it's your responsibility. You know, it's your neck on the line. And it's so stark in that way that I almost appreciate how black and white it is. You can't pass the blame to someone else. And on the other end, you know, you do deserve some of the credit as you succeed and as you progress, obviously along with the collaborators and so many team members that you're going to work with in that process. But I really enjoy that. Some other things about real estate, it's extremely relational. In my mind, I do believe in the product. Having worked in sales for now 3 years, I have been in the situation where I didn't buy in with my heart to the product we were selling, and it makes a big difference. And I do believe in owning real estate as a personal means, as an investment, if you want to do renovations or flips, as a project, as something that fills your energy. Maybe you just love doing that. I do believe in the product. I think the last 2 reasons why I chose real estate and why you may be considering if real estate is right for you is the lifestyle that you can create and the value that you can provide for others. And they go hand in hand. One of the most important books I've read is The Go-Giver by Bob Burg. And it explains to a T, and I want to give just a brief kind of my interpretation of it. You can read the book for yourself, and you should. And I'm not going to read the back cover for you. I think you should read it on your own. What I took from that book is that your business will succeed inherently if you give more value than you take in compensation consistently. So if you provide a $15 burger and you're selling it at a $10 price, your business will succeed, and you need to figure out how to do that. Now, how does this relate to real estate? You will grow and you will succeed as a business owner if you give more in value than you take for people. So the way you treat people, how you value your clients, how attentive you are to that process. If it's worth more to people what you provide than the money you earn, you will consistently grow over time. And this is why I wanted to talk about the relationships and the lifestyle, because the last piece that I implemented from the Go-Giver was that your income does not equal the difference in how much value you provide and how much compensation you take. Your income scales to how many people you add value to their lives. So if you have that $15 burger and you're selling it at a $10 price, or it's a $15 value and you have it at $10, but you're serving 10 customers a day versus 100 customers a day versus 1,000 customers a day, that scaling effect in adding more value to their life is where your income and your lifestyle comes from. And I appreciate that so much about the real estate business, in that the more people I add value to, the better my lifestyle gets and the better my income gets. And the only way that I can make more money and that I can increase my lifestyle is by making their lives better, by making the process smoother, by adding value to it at the deepest level. So the relationships are huge to me. The lifestyle is huge to me. Being a business owner is huge to me. And ultimately acting in a way that I feel like I'm using my God-given talents and abilities to the highest level just to help people and to be a vessel. And I think that's why I chose real estate. I think that's why I switched careers again for the second time in the last 5 years. And it's going to be a fun journey to be on. And it might be the same reasons that you or someone you know is considering going into real estate, and you need to go on your own self-discovery journey and see if some of these reasons are the same for you. Hey guys, shameless plug. Thank you so much for checking out this video. We appreciate every single person that has seen this and that has shared this and that has appreciated this. If it added value to your life, please consider either sharing it with someone who's been talking about real estate, maybe they're dragging their feet, or maybe it would just encourage them on how to make a career change in their own life. There's going to be links in the description below, down there, for affiliate, some of our partnerships with Amazon, so you can get these books that I've been talking about. They are fantastic reads. Even if you're not in the real estate space or considering some of these things we've been talking about, I believe they would add value to their life. Please consider liking this, subscribing to our channel. We're going to be adding new stuff out every week. We're excited to be working with you guys and excited to be your friends. Thanks so much. See you next time.